2017-2018 season. Let's get this countdown going. Come on, Loveland! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is early morning on Thursday, October 19th, 2017. Opening day, Loveland Basin, will be Friday, October 20th. As you can see, no one's here in the parking lot. I'll be the first on the scene. The snow guns are going full blast up here. And I expect by tomorrow at this time, the line will already be forming up at the lift, and I will be there. What's your name? How did you know Loveland was opening on Friday, October 20th for the 2017-2018 season?
Oh, my name is Nate Dogggg, DO4Gs. I was aware that Loveland was opening for first day because of their social media, their Instagram and their Facebook feeds.
What are your main motivations for being the first person on the chairlift at Loveland?
Besides being internet famous, you know, it just kind of gets us pumped for the season, gets us ready to go.
What do you enjoy most about Loveland Resort specifically?
I love how Loveland it has the long run when they open. It's 3 times longer than A Basins, and they do it right. They have the wall to wall, all the runs good, and yes, no lift lines, all fun. We're just here plenty of days in advance to keep that first chair all rolling, and you know, we're blessed with good jobs where we can make our own time frame.
Have you ever coached snowboarding?
I spent a few years coaching snowboarding in Mount Hood, Oregon.
What do you like about teaching someone to snowboard?
I like to see their drive and motivation to become better. I like to see progression. So after their week of training and learning how much they've accomplished, and they're moving on up. A lot of summers I spend out on the river. I own a whitewater raft, so we do a lot of imbibing and rafting. I just got another mountain bike again, so that's always fun. I haven't done it as much as I'd like to, but you know, time struggles are real.
So out on the river, do you like to go fishing?
A lot of fishing.
What do you catch?
Ripping lips on those trout.
Trout, very nice. What is Star Wars about?
You know, I like Star Wars, but I'm not a big Star Wars nerd. From what I understand, it's the good guys versus the bad guys, the Jedis versus the dark side, and that battle that ensues.
Who is the most influential person or people to you as a child?
I was always tough. Like, I didn't want to grow up and be anything. I just wanted to be something, but I didn't know what. So as far as influences, snowboard wise, you know, Chad Otterstrom was one of my favorites. and especially growing up next to him, I always looked up. But the whole Midwest crew that I got to hang out with, Craig Williams, Greg Dick, my best friends, the Sathers, any good crew. It wasn't really looking up, but it was more looking to progress fast with each other.
What else do you do in the summertime?
Summer times are left for rafting, camping, hiking, biking, fishing.
What was your favorite subject to study in school?
I was a big math nerd. I hated English. I hated writing and all that fun stuff. But give me some numbers and something I can draw, and I'm fine.
Today is October 20th, so we have Halloween coming up. Has anyone ever dressed as you for Halloween?
Yeah, a few Halloweens ago, Aaron Dodds dressed up as me, the professor. Pretty fun, cool outfit. He had his made a fake television. On the bottom, it had the little stringer. It said "Extreme Skier" because the news messed up one day. But yeah, you kind of know you've made it when somebody dresses as you for Halloween.
What is your favorite pinball machine?
One of my favorite pinball machines. I don't know. I really liked Was it Earthquake or Earthshaker?
Earthshaker, yep.
Because it was always fun to shake the trailer park. But other than that, I'm a fan of pretty much any pinball.
Are there any games that you play on your smartphone?
No, I don't have time. I used to play Snake on the old Nokia cell phone for hours, and then when I had my BlackBerry for years, I would play Brick Breaker. But with the new iPhone, it's kind of more just passing that off to other people.
How did you hear about Loveland opening?
I first heard through a text. They put out a notification. I believe it was either a tweet or a Facebook post saying they're opening, and I received a text from Tom Miller verifying they're opening tomorrow.
What are your main motivations for being the first person on the chairlift at Loveland?
Well, I had such a good time last week. I just wanted to do that again. Get down, have a couple of really good runs, and then go home safely after enjoying a good day with friends.
What do you enjoy most about Loveland Resort?
I like the fact that it is just a little smaller. It's not part of the Epic Local Pass, so you don't get as much traffic where you do, Keystone and Basin. And it's still kind of close to Denver, so you could hit up the Loveland Basin and then head right down to Denver for the afternoon.
Have there been any major obstacles in your quest to be on the first chair?
Yes, there have. I have typically had a job where it was just really hard to get away, which is the reason why I've just haven't been a part of it for all these years. These guys have been doing it for over 20 years, and here's my first year, but I'm getting 2 in a row, so just trying to catch up here.
Do your friends and family and fans help you achieve your opening day goals?
I believe all three. We get a lot of help from the friends. It takes a group of people to get the recon done and try to see when they're going to be opening. We try to kind of have our finger on the pulse, so a couple visits up to the resort, not to mention who can get here the earliest to make sure they hold down the spot. We got to be first in line. So that's the help from friends. Get good support from the family. They are going out of their way to make sure that we have time to come up, and they'd rather be spending it with us, but they let us do it. And then the fans give us the good support, cheer us on, get a lot of love from the Facebook friends.
Do you currently do any training to be on the first chair?
Well, I think last week was pretty good practice, and mentally, I'm just picturing myself being first in line and being first getting on the chair. I don't see anyone in front of me and open horizons. So mentally, yeah, I'm preparing. And got some runs in last week, so did a little preemptive training for the snowboarding part.
Have you ever been a snowboard coach?
I have. I spent some time with Tom, Trailer Tom, coaching the high school and middle school team summit teams. It was quite a few years ago. Great time. It's fun to watch those kids grow up.
What do you like best about teaching someone to snowboard?
I really enjoy seeing somebody hitting a first trick for the first time, you know, when they're trying it and they can't quite figure it out, then maybe get that first 180 and just the look on their face, the surprised look and kind of a sense of accomplishment. Another part I like is just seeing people, you know, kind of come up as they start to progress. You know, some of those kids that we coached ended up making it big time, going professional, so that's fun to see too.
Do you participate in any other sport, recreation, hobbies, or activities?
Yeah, in the summertime, I enjoy mountain biking and kayaking, getting out on the river. So I just like being in the mountains, and it seems like I enjoy the gravity sports. So if gravity's pulling me down, and there's a hill involved, it seems like I'm having a good time.
What is Star Wars about?
Oh, I think it would take a long time to go really deep into it, but just good versus evil. There's a evil empire, and then they're trying to take over the whole universe, and we need, they have some good guys, the rebellion that's trying to overthrow them, and they've got a secret weapon, the Jedis, that can kind of harness the force of the universe to help out win the battle for the good guys.
Very nice. Describe the Star Wars character that goes by the name of Thrawn.
Oh, he's a good character. Now, he is a character that is an evil character. He is on the, he is working for the Empire, but very, very smart and good tactician. He goes, he has the ability to kind of see on the infrared spectrum, so if people are lying or feeling uncomfortable, he's got the ability to tell that, and that helps in his ability to be a great tactician.
How would you describe opening day to a child?
Oh man, that's a good question. I guess you could let them know that it's like you're waiting all summer, just like kind of anticipating Christmas morning, you know? He's got that toy that he asked for, and maybe he's gonna be so excited when he opens it up. He's not sure if he's gonna get it. That's kind of like getting first chair, you know? You're anticipating the drive up to the mountain. There's, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be first. I think I'm gonna be first. I think I might get that present, but I'm not sure until you get there. And just, you know, once you kind of get to the mountain, get to the resort, then it's like, the sense of relief. We're here first, and then it's just the excitement build up of waiting and you know, anticipation of getting on the board.
What was your favorite subject to study in elementary school?
In elementary school, well, I've always really liked math, so I think in elementary school we were probably doing our multiplication and division, so I'll go with that answer.
What is your favorite pinball machine?
My favorite pinball machine would have to be Monster Bash. Love that one. Like get all the monsters to collect their instruments, and then we get to have Monster Bash, a little concert. It's a great one.
Are there any games that you currently play on your smartphone?
You know, I haven't been playing that many games. I do have it's a fingerboard skateboard game that you can do like kickflips and stuff on. So every once in a while I turn that on. I also have a pinball arcade game that's pretty fun. I play that occasionally. It's basically got all the different real pinball tables, and you can download different tables. It's pretty fun. It's really fun on the iPad.
Where were you when the Denver Broncos won Super Bowl 50?
Oh, that was a great day. I was spending time with my friends at Trailer Tom's house. Just excited for opening day. It's going to be a good time. Really looking forward to it.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
What are your main motivations for being the first person on the chairlift at Loveland?
The force motivates me to be the first person on the chair at Loveland. A lot of stoke from friends and family, and just such a blast. Always a fun time up here. I really like Loveland's family style feel. Smaller resort, less crowds, longer runs. I really get great snow, and it's the closest resort to my house.
Do your friends and family and fans help you achieve your opening day goals?
They definitely do. Mom always makes some first chair opening day cookies to keep us going all night if necessary. Lots of support from all friends all over the world through emails and texts and phone calls and encouragement. And our fans always show us lots of love on the social media websites. I have coached quite a bit of snowboarding in middle school and high school teams around Summit County at Summit High, as well as in Mount Hood, Oregon in the summers.
What is it that you like about teaching someone to snowboard?
I like to see their smiling faces when they finally land that trick they've been working on. Or if they're just beginners, they're linking up a toe side turn to a heel side turn. So once they can master that, then they can really control themselves down the hill, and then they really start to have fun instead of just falling and getting hurt all the time. Besides snowboarding and first chair, I do like to film, edit video, play pinball.
What is Star Wars about?
Star Wars is about the Skywalker family, good versus evil, and the struggle between those that each person has to face. As a child, the most influential people, of course, were my parents. I'm very fortunate to have two great, loving parents that always showed me a lot of support for whatever I wanted to do. Besides that, friends and teachers and mentors. My favorite subject all throughout school was certainly math. My favorite pinball machine of all time would be Medieval Madness, but I do really like the new Stern Star Wars pinball machine. On my smartphone, I do play a game called Clash of Clans. It's an online game that you can play with friends. So it's fun to strategize and be able to hang out with friends online that way.
Where were you when the Denver Broncos won Super Bowl 50?
Well, when the Broncos won Super Bowl 50, I will never forget I was at home with lots of my friends. My dad and my sister got to go to the game and see the game live. My mom was actually in Florida at the time, so I decided to have a party at my house, and we had lots of fans from both football teams there, actually. Some great memories, fun times. I am ready for the best season ever. This is going to be it. 2017, 2018, no doubt about it. Best season ever. How did you know Loveland was opening on Friday, October 20th for the 2017-2018 season?
Nathan Nadler put a post out on Instagram. Nate4G.
Do your friends, family, and fans help you achieve your opening day goals?
We're here for our friends, family, and fans. Like, snowboarding's like okay and all, but like, you know, we're here to let our family, friends, and fans know that we're doing something with our lives.
Do you currently do any training to be on the first chairlift?
Yeah, of course. I've been training for like months for this. I mean, look at this van, duh. Like, I wouldn't say I'm training, but like, it's more preparing for like, you know, a lifestyle of sitting in parking lots.
Have you ever coached any snowboarding?
I have coached snowboarding for coming up on 20 years now. Yeah.
20
Not
years.
full time, but I've been coaching it for almost 20 years.
What do you like about teaching someone to snowboard?
Well, for one, you become friends with them, and then you're just their snowboard friend for life. And then you get excited when they learn tricks, and they get excited, type of thing. You know, it's about teaching kids to be good people. Older people, I mean, yeah, whatever. Once you're past like 16, 17, go off on your own.
Train them and send them on their way.
Exactly.
Do you participate in any sports, other recreation, hobbies, or activities besides snowboarding?
I skateboard, and that's about it.
Do you take any pictures or video?
I'm a photographer, and I take video every once in a while, you know, whatever. I got a GoPro too.
What is Star Wars about?
So Star Wars, the story of an orphan boy who became radicalized after a military strike kills his family. He is inducted into an ancient religion, joins a band of rebel insurgents, and carries out a terrorist attack killing 300,000 people. That's the story of Luke Skywalker.
And he saw an opening day video,
opening day, yeah.
What's opening day?
Yeah, you know, that's when life begins, as far as I'm concerned. As far, you know, it's like opening day is the beginning of the season, and then the end is like, for me, like May, June, when all the snow melts, right? And then like you go hike Loveland Pass, you hike all the big mountains, and then July you can kind of snowboard, but it kind of sucks. And then it's over, and then you're gonna have a new opening day. So it's just kind of like the beginning of life, and then it totally dies at the end of May, June. You get to do that every year, you know. It's like life cycle type stuff.
The meaning of life, all wrapped up in the opening day.
In the summertime, I work as a photographer part-time, and then I manage my dogs, and I hike mountains and skateboard and hustle money for winter.
Has anyone ever dressed up as you for Halloween?
No, but I've dressed up as my friends for Halloween. I dressed as Kurt Ryan one time. I was a SoCal bro. I like spiked my hair. And was like, what up? Who are you? I'm like, I'm Kurt Ryan. I'm a SoCal bro.
Are there any games that you currently play on your smartphone?
No.